I conducted some research and I have come to find that the Dodge Correctional Facility does not serve sexy empanadas, nor can you purchase them at the commissary.
That's disappointing.
Hello and welcome back. That's a little joke to ease into this
There
because
we
there's
go.
some heavy stuff today. So before we begin, I just want to say that this episode is based on secondhand reporting of Chris Watts's prison correspondence, including media summaries and accounts from people who have received or described his letters. The letters are not fully published, they're not official transcripts, so wording discussed here reflects reported phrasing, paraphrased excerpts, and consistent themes, not verified full direct quotes.
So basically everything on social media.
Yes,
Okay.
fake news.
There we go.
Chris Watts murdered his pregnant wife and 2 daughters in 2018. That fact has never changed. But what has changed is the way he describes himself from prison. Because in reported letters, Watts continues to say he is a changed man, spiritually reborn, and no longer the person who committed those crimes. But when he talks about the past, one name keeps reappearing. Want to guess who?
I can't even imagine who that might be.
Nicole Kessinger, a very polarizing figure. Well, not really, because probably the most hated woman in America next to
Yes.
Casey Anthony and Mackenzie Shrillo.
Yep.
And the way he describes that relationship has become one of the most controversial parts of his prison correspondence, and also one of the most controversial parts of the case, and why this case never seems to disappear. And I even hate to reiterate it, but
here we go.
But here we are, and other channels are. So we've talked about Watts in the past.
Yes.
It's probably the case next to Delphi that I have followed most closely and have been obsessed with over the years, but that's another video. So Chris Watts is serving multiple life sentences without parole in Wisconsin at Dodge Correctional Institution. He will have no parole, no pending release, no legal path out of prison. But he remains in contact with people outside through letters, and those letters continue to circulate in media reporting. His core claim is, "I'm a changed man." Across reported correspondence, Watts repeatedly describes himself as fundamentally changed. He is widely reported as calling himself a new man in Christ, saying he is no longer the same person who committed the murders, describing prison as the place where he found God and spiritual clarity like everyone else. His identity in these letters is heavily tied to religious transformation. Another consistent theme in his reporting and social media reporting is his belief in forgiveness. He has reportedly written that he believes God has forgiven him. He sees himself as spiritually reborn. He has accepted Christianity as the foundation of his life in prison. This framing is central to how he describes himself. Nicole Kessinger remains a major part of Watts's own reflections in prison letters. Based on reported summaries of his correspondence, Watts has referred to the affair in ways that include themes like describing the relationship as a major emotional turning point in his life, suggesting it contributed to the breakdown of his marriage, framing himself as being emotionally overwhelmed or influenced during that period. In some reported excerpts, he has also used strong moral language when referring to Nicole's influence on him at the time, though the exact wording varies by source and is not consistently published in full. What is important legally and factually? He is not retracting his guilty plea. He is not shifting legal responsibility. There are retrospective personal interpretations. These are not legal revisions of the case. What is confirmed in reporting? He references the affair repeatedly. He links it to emotional and relational breakdown. He frames it as part of his internal collapse at the time. What is not confirmed? Full verbatim letters publicly released, a single consistent phrasing across all correspondence, any official statement minimizing his legal responsibility. Watts continues to write to people outside prison. According to recipients and reporting, his tone varies depending on correspondence. I'm wondering if that's whoever sends the sexiest picture.
Exactly.
Some letters are religious and reflective. Others are more emotionally detailed about his past. Because of this, his communication does not present one fixed narrative voice. This case remains in public conversation not because of legal developments, but because of narrative tension. On one side, a man serving life in prison, describing spiritual transformation. On the other side, and the more important side, a family annihilation case that remains deeply disturbing and a documented affair that played a role in the breakdown of his marriage. But realities exist at the same time. And it's completely heinous what he did.
Yes.
I don't care what affair you have, there is no need to kill your children and dump them in oil tankers.
It's still just, I can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. Like, what could possibly push somebody to do that? Especially somebody who, by all appearances, loved his kids.
Was the perfect father. That's why
Yeah.
they wrote a book called The Perfect Father. It's absolutely heinous. It's absolutely disgusting. Even if he stopped with killing his wife, he didn't. I mean, he didn't.
No, there
Those
was
poor
no.
children.
I don't get that part. That's the part. I mean, I don't get killing the wife either. That just, divorce her and get on with your life. It makes no sense. But even still, like you said, kill her. Why the kids? It just doesn't. I can't. I can't figure that part out.
The only thing I could say, having followed the case and done all the research I've done, is that he wanted a fresh start with Nicole, and the kids were going to be an issue because if he didn't kill anybody, Shanann, I think, would have made the kids a big issue, and that's why he snapped, because she said you'll never see the kids again. So I think it was like his final act of control, because I think he felt controlled in the marriage. I'm not dissing anybody. I was not
No,
in the marriage.
I can get that part of it, but still.
Another problem is all that Thrive crap he was taking, that Lavelle Thrive. I mean, that stuff is, you can't find the ingredients anywhere, because even Kessinger wouldn't take that stuff.
Yeah.
And who knows how that was affecting his. I mean, stimulants and things like that can definitely affect your psyche.
Yeah.
But after the first murder, you think he would have sobered up, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot out there about Nicole Kessinger being one of these people who is an antinatalist, because she was all about the earth. And her religion, they claim, was Gaia, which is worshiping Mother Earth. And then if you put children into the earth, that continues to deplete the earth's resources. You know what I mean? But by the same token, she also said that, she would find stuff that she thought the kids would like, or she wanted to show the kids how to plant.
Well, I can't trust one
Well, I know you can't. And the only thing we know, yes, is that Chris Watts and Nicole Kessinger have lied. I mean,
yes.
And I don't know. We still don't know how the heck she got away with bringing her daddy to her interrogation as a 30-year-old woman. There's some type of connection Dwayne Kessinger had, for sure.
Right. Yeah, he was definitely connected. Had to be.
So tell us in the comments, have you ever had an affair and it made you do things that were uncharacteristic of you?
Well, there's doing things that are uncharacteristic, and then there's
that. Yeah.
I mean, we're two different worlds there.
Well, I'm talking.
I mean, anybody that has an
crazy
affair is going to do uncharacteristic things, and they're gonna do things that aren't normally, because they're either trying to impress the new person, whatever. I don't know, but I would think that you're going to be a different person.
And I still always wonder, if Shanann wasn't pregnant, would he have done it? Like, was it the pregnancy that really was the catalyst? Because you've seen the video where she, right, where she made the video
Yeah.
and he was not happy.
No.
About it. Was it the pregnancy?
I'm sure there was a whole bunch of things that went into killing her.
Right.
And while it never should have happened, I can see it happening. I can't see the kids. I just don't understand the kids.
I still believe Kessinger met the kids. Because
100%,
they said
yes.
that last day when he took them to that birthday party, everyone commented on how nice their hair looked.
Yes.
Because whenever he did it, they had those little horn ponytails. And I guess they said that day, even Shanann commented on how nice their hair looked.
Right.
I'm sure Chris Watts did not go and take a hairstyling course, within 6 weeks of Shanann.
She was 100% involved with those kids.
So then there's that too. Maybe she didn't, said, I don't want to do this, but I'll do their hair for a day. Who knows? There's only two people who know.
We're never going to know.
And they're both liars.
Right. Because even if they come out and write a book, you're not going to be able to believe one single word that they say in that book. You're just not going. You're not going to trust anything they say. So we're never going to know.
And women continue to write to him. Women continue to swoon over him.
Of course they do, because they do that to all these inmate people.
Okay, but I could see a dude who killed another guy in a bar fight writing to him. But I do not get writing to Chris Watts, who killed children, or this writing
There's
to Wade Wilson.
There's nutty people out there.
I know, and they say it is a certain type of psychological distortion, let's call it. And in the beginning, he got so many letters that he would give them to the other inmates. Be like, oh yeah, I got these pictures, here you go. I got these letters, here you go. So anyway,
yes.
I hate to revisit it. I hate to bring it up again, but it is out there.
And it's never going to go away.
We have followed it. We have reported on it.
Yes.
And it's never going to go away. No. Because even if Nicole Kessinger came clean and said the whole thing that happened, we'd still have to speculate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hate to do that, but I just can never get, like you said, I cannot wrap my head around how somebody who appeared to be so calm and so benign, and not one person had a bad thing to say about him. Anybody else who does this stuff, even like the Golden State Killer, not that he killed children, but they basically said he was a complete douchebag as a neighbor, right? He was a jerk, or people even though BTK was such a family man, people who work with him say he was hell on earth.
Yeah.
Or Mackenzie Shirilla.
I mean, look at that chick.
Look at that stuff out there. So you can see why she did it. But I can't wrap my head around it. He just seems like the most benign dude ever. So hopefully there'll be no more new information that comes out about Chris Watts and his groupies.
But there will be.
And any of those things. So let us know what you think in the comments.
Maybe we'll do a yearly update on Chris Watts.
Hopefully nothing else will come out again. Yes, let us know. Have you had an affair and done crazy things because of it? We won't tell. We don't judge.
No.
Do you have opinion on Nicole Kessinger? Did you write to Chris Watts in prison? Yeah. We would love to talk to you. Chris Watts will never leave prison. But through letters, he continues shaping how he describes himself and his past. And that's why this case is still being discussed years later. Because sometimes the most unsettling part of a case is not what happened. It's how it keeps being reinterpreted. Until next time, we are True Crime and Wine Couple. Please like, subscribe, and stay safe. Lock your doors and drink your wine at home. Cheers.